Remember when the left was fun and funny? I do. It used to be that the right was stodgy and overly, professional with their nice suits and their, oh, we can't have naughty words in our CDs and our music and video games are bad. Now it's the left. Now it's left-wing activists saying video games are bad and music is bad and they can't make a meme if their life depended on it. That's technically not true. There are some good left-wing memes. Don't like it. Okay, I'll give a shout out to the talking. I forgot the name of the subreddit. There's a talking. It's called Toilet Paper USA, and they make fun of Charlie Kirk. They're really funny. They are. By all means, humor and memes are great. I don't care which direction they point. If they're funny, you win. But the right is just so much better at memeing, and this means everything. You may be asking, what does it have to do with this video? Well, here's a story from the Daily Wire. Gross. Beto just can't stop leaping on countertops to deliver speeches. Yes, it is true. Beto ORourke, for some reason, keeps jumping up on tables. Someone tweeted, "Can't wait for Beto to come to my town and stand on a counter." Yeah. What? I get it. He wants everyone to be able to hear him and see him. But boy, does he sure love jumping up on top of things. Now, to the question of the memes. Because clearly, this is going to result in some fantastic memes. This dude, Andrew Kimmel, said, Beto is now literally standing on the counter at this coffee shop because Beto likes standing on counters. They say, note that in the first montage of pictures, Beto is atop a counter, then squatting down to speak at someone at ground level. Oh my God. The upstart candidate, who the mainstream media is gushingly comparing to John F. Kennedy and Barack Obama, has a thing for jumping up on lofty perches when he's on the campaign trail. That's a good point. Listen, look at this. Dude, you want to stand on the counter so everyone can hear you. Get off the counter when you want to talk to someone one-on-one. What are you doing? It's so weird. When Democratic presidential candidate Beto ORourke arrived for a campaign stop at Bean Counter Coffee House in Burlington, Iowa, he hopped right up on the shop's counter and addressed the masses below. During a visit to Narrow Way Cafe in Detroit, Michigan, ORourke grabbed a microphone and scrambled up onto the counter at Sing-Along Bar and Grill in Mount Vernon, Iowa. You bet he got up on that counter, the Daily Beast reported. Okay, not for one of the best memes ever. I'm going straight to the meme. I'll come back to these. This one. Of course, all the requisite jokes have followed, including the obvious one. Beto's main platform is a countertop. Here we have Bernie Sanders, who I don't get what he's doing. Beto is standing on the podium, but here's the best one. Creepy Joe Biden massaging a woman while he's debating at the presidential primaries. I've pointed this out before, but my God, I'm going to say it again. I love the memes, and I'm so damn excited for the presidential Democratic primaries on the Democrat side, because God damn, is it going to get silly. Amy Klobuchar eating salad with a comb. She won't let it go. Elizabeth Warren, Native American DNA test. Oh my God, Beto ORourke now standing up on countertops. And one of my favorites, maybe I have the right one here. Bernie Sanders, I don't always comb my hair, but when I do, I use a balloon. The memes are great. It's going to get awesome. Please, for the love of God, Amy Klobuchar, stop talking about eating salad with a comb. You're not owning this. It's gross. Just leave it alone. She can't seem to do it, though. So let's check out some of the memes. Someone said, am I helping? And there's a picture of Beto ORourke standing atop a huge plate of nachos. Here we go. Countertop tour of 29 coming to a counter near you. He could get t-shirts made. Beto standing on things needs to be a meme. It is. Congratulations. I think this is basically like one person posting. Oh, no, it's not the same person. Oh, it is. Patrick of Obama, it is. I don't know what that means. But let's read. Let's go back to some of these jokes. Even when Beto ORourke really doesn't need to stand up on a counter to be seen or heard, he still jumps up on the counter. It's kind of weird. Like, why is he doing that? Beto is 6'4", putting him head and shoulders above most. I can understand, right? Everyone's talking about it, so it worked. No, this is stupid. It's dumb. Please stop doing this. Your feet are on the counter. Gross. Also, you are already very tall. I can agree with the criticisms of Beto ORourke, but it's not over. The Democratic 2020 primaries are going to be just absolute insanity, and I'm looking forward to more. But don't but wait. The Daily Wire. Warren suggests family lied to her about Native American heritage during CNN town hall. Now, I can appreciate that. I can understand that for sure. However, there's, I'm going to see if they have this. Here, she actually listed herself as American Indian. You're a blonde-haired, blue-eyed white woman, Elizabeth. You're not a Native American. Like, for the love of God. Just, my understanding is that Elizabeth Warren's favorability rating is like the worst. Unfavorability, I'm sorry. She has the worst unfavorability of all of the candidates running in 2020. Someone even asked her if she was considering dropping out. Damn. Already. She's like the first person to get asked that. Well, let's read about what happened with Warren. During a Monday night town hall event hosted by CNN's Jake Tapper, 2020 presidential hopeful Senator Elizabeth Warren was asked about her lack of presidential tact in handling her apparently phony claims of Native American heritage. Listen. My family, my grandfather, told my family that we were Native American. I tweeted as such. I didn't know better. I know that my family is mixed race. I know I am Korean. But on my grandfather's side, he was actually a card-carrying member of some like Native American council, and he had all the gear. My mom tells me now she believes it's apocryphal, that it's not true. And it was actually typical of people in that time, in the 1900s, to believe they were or claim they were for some reason, to pass it down. I can see that happening to Elizabeth Warren. I don't know exactly what my family is. I know we're Korean. Like that's plainly obvious because of my grandmother and my mom. But whether or not my grandfather is or isn't was something that my family claimed he was partly, and so were we. We now think it's not true. I've talked about it in the past, right? So it's clear. I've never claimed to be Native American for any kind of school or anything like that, nor have I taken a DNA test in an attempt to prove it. And if I did take a DNA test and it showed I wasn't, I wouldn't take a DNA test to try and, it's ridiculous. This is the problem Elizabeth Warren made. I can respect that she made a mistake. However, the fact that she is, even if she thought she really was part Native American, to use it on registration, to claim it at schools, to list herself as such, it's clearly absurd. 100%. In fact, there was, it was only when I was like 20 when I was actually advised to start listing myself as mixed, because I never cared. I don't even know what I listed on applications and stuff. Let's read a little bit about this. Warren, looking uncomfortable as she responded, seemingly blamed her family for lying to her about their heritage before pivoting to healthcare and other issues. How do you respond to people who think that regardless of the underlying facts, the way you handled the question of your Native American heritage was tone-deaf and indicative of a lack of presidential tact? Asked a man attending the event. Well, I grew up in Oklahoma. I learned about my family from my family, she responded. And based on that, that's just kind of who I am, and I do the best I can with it. I can sympathize and respect that. However, what I can't is the fact that you tried getting a DNA test to prove your heritage, had your family you did a mini documentary with your family where they all claimed it was true, and when the DNA came back, you tried claiming that 1/64th granted you anything, and all you did was offend the Native American communities. Listen, Elizabeth Warren, you're never gonna die. It's never gonna die down. I think, while I'm not trying to be overly disrespectful, I think you've lost already. Look, a presidential run is going to be great for your brand. You can write a book, make some money. You'll probably get rich off just running. This news is good for you, and people will recognize you. But at this point, I think it's over. Someone's already asked if you were a reporter already asked if you were considering resigning. You're now getting told that you lack presidential tact. Your unfavorability rating is higher than anyone else's. It's funny. I recognize there is humor. There are memes. President Trump calls her Pocahontas. That's offensive to some people who apparently aren't Native American. Whatever. But now we have Elizabeth Warren, who is never going to live it down. Warren added that an investigation concluded that nothing that her or her family ever did with regard to claims of Native ancestry ever played a role in any job I ever got, except for that time, you actually listed on a card and your school claimed it. We'll skip down a little bit. President Donald Trump branded Warren with the name Pocahontas for the apparently false claims. Now that her claims of being of Indian heritage have turned out to be a scam and a lie, Elizabeth Warren should apologize for perpetrating this fraud against the American public, he wrote in an October tweet. I'm going to end by saying this. There's a really funny, it's like a meme going around that if white privilege exists, why did Elizabeth Warren try proving she was mixed? And why is Beto O'Rourke, whose name is Robert, calling himself Beto? Because they don't want to be white. Because they want to be not white. And therein lies the problem. South Park, once again, made a joke about this, where they had a bunch of white people from Hawaii claiming that they were Native Hawaiians. Well, here you go. We'll just read a little bit more. We'll read the conclusion, and then we'll just leave it there. As noted by the Daily Wire's Joseph Curl, Warren listed herself as a Native American in the Association of American Law School directory, and according to the Boston Globe, she had her ethnicity changed from white to Native American at the University of Pennsylvania Law School, where she taught from 1987 to 1995, and at Harvard University Law School, where she was a tenured faculty member starting in 1995. They're trying to remove their white privilege, sure. This is funny, this card is actually from like literally a month after I was born. She was claiming to be Native American. Anyway, I'll end by saying this. From Beto ORourke standing on countertops, to Bernie Sanders combing his hair with a balloon, Amy Klobuchar refusing to stop talking about the disgusting eating a salad with a comb. My God, do you have any idea what Trump is going to do with these people in the debates? You think it was bad when he called Jeb low energy? My God, these people will wish that was the worst thing Trump could say about them, is that they're low energy. But it's not. It's just not. I'll leave it there. I'll see you guys tomorrow at 10 a.m. Thanks for hanging out.